How would you describe our State of the Union?
I think the State of the Union is strong. I think President Biden has a great record to present to the American people, what he's been able to do in rebuilding our nation with the infrastructure bill, what he's done to reduce costs for middle-income families with high costs of prescription drugs, with insulin costs coming down, to deal with student debt. He has a story to tell, but this is going to be about the vision for our future and the challenges we have in protecting democracy globally and freedom globally, and what we do to protect our own economy here in the United States. And I expect we'll hear a lot about that tonight.
What does he need to do tonight?
I think he needs to spell out his vision on how he's going to help typical families deal with the frustrations and costs that they have. Now, he's created a lot of jobs. That's good news. He's protected pensions. You see a large number of new business startups, particularly small businesses. These are all good signs, but how is it going to affect me? I think that's going to be the question many Americans are going to be asking, and I think that's why he'll deal with the cost of prescription drugs, that more drugs need to be covered under the program. He'll talk about student debt, what he's done in bringing down student debt. He'll talk about those bread and butter issues that I think are going to be what Americans want to hear. He'll talk about these nuisance fees. I think we're all really sick and tired of seeing the commerce with these nuisance fees. I think he'll talk about that. He'll talk about his work and dealing with cancer and cancer cures. I think that's a great story, and that affects every family. So I expect he'll give hope for our future in a realistic way.
If you look at the numbers about the economy on paper, some of them are pretty impressive, but the American people aren't feeling that. So how do you balance that?
You're absolutely right, but remember 4 years ago our economy was shut down, just as is the time where COVID was just hitting. So in 4 years we've seen our economy return to even stronger than it was prior to COVID. So I think we've traveled the right direction. Jobs creation is the largest numbers for any administration for its first 4 years. We've seen some really good economic indicators. But we still have a shortage of housing and affordable housing in this country. Americans are still struggling with meeting their needs. So I think he needs to talk about how he's going to deal with that. That means wage growth, how is he going to make sure we protect wages. I think he might talk about the union workers and what they've been able to achieve through unionization, and we saw that with the auto workers. So I think he'll point to ways in which we can have an economic future where all of us do better, building up from the middle, and to make it stronger for all.
Who's going to address housing tonight in terms of this $10,000 relief? Do you see anything on that?
I have not seen his programs for tonight, but I know I've talked to the administration about what we're doing on affordable housing and the housing stock, and I know I have some legislation I've introduced, the Neighborhoods Reinvestment Act. There's a lot of things that we have to help grow our housing stock and make housing more affordable, because we don't have enough housing in this country.
How do the branches get stuff done when there's so much animosity, especially in an election year?
I think he's going to be talking about that because we have a common agenda. We have to deal with the border issues. We all say it's in crisis. So why isn't the House acting? Why are the Republicans pulling off a bipartisan deal to deal with our border security? Let's vote on that. Don't hold things off. Let's come together and get things done.
You're going to miss this?
You know, this is my last State of the Union address as a member of Congress. This is always an exciting day. So certainly I'll miss some of what goes on around this place, but I'm looking forward to the remainder of this year. I still have the full year, and what challenges come next.